Well, let's talk about the Elimination Chamber.
Let's put it on the books.
So we're in Toronto, Canada. Walkers are Cody Rhodes. At the time, I said I'm not sure if it means anything, but he was carrying the belt like Ric Flair.
I think he always kind of does that.
Does he? I guess I
Yeah.
don't notice. So Kevin Owens was a walker. He grabbed a couple wrenches for his match with Sammy, who was also a walker. And Damian Priest walked next because we need Latin representation. And then Rollins was next, and he was wearing one of Becky's outfits again. And Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk finished off the walking, and then we had no sign of Shoehorn Dwayne or Cena. So Bianca Belair won the other Elimination Chamber match. I guess they're kind of hot-shotting the mega match with Ripley instead of having Belair focus on Jade. And then Ripley had a stare down with Belair after.
Yeah.
Io showed up, they had a stare down. Also worth noting that Jade came back. She beat the shit out of Naomi. It actually kind of looked like she was going to attack Liv, and Liv's like, it wasn't me, I promise. She pushed her out of the way and started beating the shit out of Naomi.
Yep. So we are to believe that it was Naomi that attacked Jade.
And then after that, Stratton pinned Jax with a moonsault to win the girls' match. Charlotte was nowhere to be seen, so she only appears when Stratton is writhing in pain, apparently.
Yep. I didn't watch a second of that match.
I didn't either. It was great. It was so relieving not having to even think about that match.
Yeah. I mean, good for Trish, I guess, but
Is it?
I couldn't be bothered.
Then we had the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens match. So there's a shitty announcer, a referee, and they have their theme songs for this unsanctioned match. But it's okay because the ref is wearing a plain t-shirt. So it started off with the Fists of Fury, like every single fucking Kevin Owens match, which kind of loses all of its intensity and meaning when every single Kevin Owens match starts that way. Owens gets to use the chair first, uses it on Zayn. He wants to end Sammy's career, but made sure to only hit Sammy safely in his back with the chair. And Sammy ends up getting the chair so he can only hit Owens in the back too. And then Sammy gets Owens back in the ring. He stacks a bunch of chairs on Owens' chest. He goes to the floor, grabs a hockey stick. And that's when I said, fuck this. This is an unsanctioned match. Sammy just had his career in jeopardy because Kevin Owens tried to ruin it. He fucking went to his house and took stalker video of him and his family and his chicken legs. And this motherfucker wants to go down under the ring and grab a Looney Tune weapon. Because they're in Canada. Fuck this. It's worse than when they changed into the hockey gear during that title match that one time.
They popped the crowd, though.
Of course they did. Wrestling fans are fucking retarded.
There you go.
So then Owens got the hockey stick. He choked Sammy with it, and he bit his face. They fought out to the crowd. Sammy used a trash can on Owens. Useless dumb fuck McAfee called the trash can Dominic Mysterio for no reason. Dominic's not even on pay-per-view.
The dude's throwing in a funny.
Equally useless dumb fuck Cole made an Oscar the Grouch reference for Owens, and it bombed. So Owens gets a belly to back suplex through two tables in the crowd area. They fight back to the ring. Owens cracks Sammy in the head with the ring bell and one of the iPads. One of those devastating iPads. They get back to the ring. Owens sets Sammy up for a top rope fisherman buster. Sammy fights out, so Owens pushes Sammy to the floor from the top rope, and there was two tables that were set up ringside. He went right through them. Owens tosses Sammy back in the ring, does a fisherman brain buster right onto the steel chair, and somehow Sammy kicked out of that. And Owens goes for the pop-up powerbomb. Sammy counters, does a suplex to Owens right onto the standing chair, which to me was the spot of the night.
Yeah, very easy to mess that up.
Oh yeah. So Sammy goes for the kick. Owens pulls the ref in the way, so the ref gets kicked in the face, which is what you get officiating a non-sanctioned match. Owens hits a stunner, covers Sammy, knowing goddamn well the ref was just taken out by his actions. Then a WWE official comes out to count the pin. So is it a sanctioned match now?
I don't know. I don't know why they did the ref bump at all, but I mean,
Okay.
I get it. It was for Owens to get out the way, but yeah, having the ref run it on an unsanctioned match was kind of much.
Well, then Owens channels his inner Randy Savage and takes out the second ref for no reason. And then a third ref comes out. He's also dressed like a WWE official. So again, sanctioned match now?
Maybe.
The only thing that was non-sanctioned about this match is they had the lights down.
You know?
So Owens sets up another table in the ring, sets Sammy on it, goes to the top rope. Sammy recovers, throws a chair in Owens' face, starts fighting him on the turnbuckles, and then Owens ends up hitting Sammy with a fisherman buster through the table. For some reason, Sammy kicks out of the Fisherman Buster. WWE officials came out to plead with Owens to show mercy in this non-sanctioned match that they have no responsibility for. Then Sammy hits a hell of a kick. Owens kicked out, thank God. Won't want one silly finishing move to be the end of the match. And Sammy goes to the floor, gets a chair wrapped with barbed wire. He, of course, only hits Owens in the back with it before doing Raven's drop toe hold. Apparently, the barbed wire was legit, but no blood.
Yeah.
Then Sammy sets up a little chair bridge with the barbed wire chair and hits Owens with a blue thunder bomb on it, which was a cool spot. Then he goes for another hell of a kick. Owens counters with a pop-up powerbomb, rolls to the floor, wraps a chair around Sammy's neck and throws him in the steel ring post twice. Then hits an apron powerbomb. A bunch of people come out to stop Owens. Owens goes for another apron powerbomb, but Super Sammy manages to fight it. Then Owens hits another apron powerbomb anyway, rolls Sammy back in the ring, 1, 2, 3. And Cole had the nerve to treat Owens like a callous monster after he already made an Oscar the fucking Grouch joke. And after the match, Owens is escorted back by security. He stops halfway up the entrance ramp, heads back to the ring. He beats the fuck out of security on the way. And he pulls the mat up ringside to expose the concrete. He drags Sammy out of the ring. He's about to pile drive him right onto it. And then Randy Orton's music hits. And Orton, just as slowly as can be, gets to the ring. And then he and Owens brawl. Security stops them before Orton can pun him. And then Orton goes for an RKO spree on the jackass security guys.
Finally, Orton is back.
I did appreciate how he had Sammy in the pile driver, and then Orton's music hits. And you can kind of see Owens like, God damn it. So he drops Sammy, and then he just slowly gets back to the ring and rolls into it. It was very, I don't know, reluctant.
Yeah, I took it like he was like accepting, like he was about to get in the fight.
Yeah, it was great.
Like, all right, come on.
Yeah.
I thought this was a pretty good match between the two.
I guess.
Very entertaining.
I was expecting more intensity, and I don't know. I was expecting more.
That's fair. You know, I was watching the WCW channel.
Yeah.
And they were showing, like, before the matches that we started, because we started with the Nitro era, they were killing each other. There was this match. It was the Nasty Boys versus Cactus Jack and someone else. So you remember early WCW, they had the ramp. Like, it was, like, elevated.
Yeah.
They would walk down the ramp. One of the Nasty Boys threw he threw him off the stage onto the concrete. And then he gets a shovel. And then it literally just hit him in the head. Wow. Cactus Jack was laying on the concrete. And he hit with the shovel in the head.
Was that a non-sanctioned match?
No, I think it was a tornado tag or something.
Okay, so it's just a basic tornado tag match. Like, they didn't necessarily have a blood feud going on.
They may have. That context wasn't there.
Okay. I guess my point is that just wasn't there with this match. Like, I didn't believe that they hated each other.
That's fair.
Also, the lack of blood kind of took me out of it.
Well, they had to save it, I guess.
Stephanie McMahon starting a podcast. I would rather have a straw wrapped in sandpaper shoved up my pee hole than listen to 1 second of that shit.
Well, I'm sure we'll talk about it because if there's clippable things, we're going to have to talk about it.
We'll see. I bet it'll be very...
Probably already past that, too. And then we start...
The guests will be carefully selected and the questions will be carefully prepared. Won't be very spontaneous.
Well, they are talking to the boss. This is a wife, so... I mean, she might be the boss, too. I don't know where she stands. It's like she quietly got back into the company or something.
She is a McMahon.
Yeah.
So Cena finally made an appearance for the real Elimination Chamber match. Priest eliminated McIntyre. McIntyre hits Priest with a Claymore. Logan Paul followed up with a frog splash from the top of a pod. So Priest was eliminated. And Punk eliminated Logan Paul with a GTS like he promised. Cena and Punk hit Rollins with a heart attack. And then shake hands and hug in respect before beating the hell out of each other. So I thought the heart attack callback was good.
Yeah.
And Punk countered STFU with an Anaconda Vice, then kicked out of an FU. Rollins buckle bombed Cena on the cage, throws him through one of the pods. Punk kicks out of a pedigree, then Cena gets Rollins up for the FU. Rollins fights out, but Punk catches him with a GTS into an FU for the elimination. It's down to Punk and Cena. They immediately hit and kick out of each other's finishers. Cena goes for another STFU. Punk crawls to the ropes. Rollins hits Punk with a curb stomp out of nowhere. And then Cena wins with the STFU. Worth noting that Punk did not tap. He passed out, like Austin.
He sure did.
And I think the only lingering question with Elimination Chamber is, when are these motherfuckers going to smarten up and wait for the eliminated guy to leave before continuing the match?
I guess never.
This is like the third fucking year in a row where somebody that just got eliminated fucks the finish of the matchup. So why won't these motherfuckers just wait?
Well, last year, Logan Paul wasn't in the match.
Last year it was Montez Ford. Something happened to him.
Was that last year? I don't know. Whatever one Logan Paul ran in, he wasn't in the match. He
still ran in.
Well, he snuck in when the door was open.
Why the fuck are you going to have an elimination chamber if these motherfuckers can just come and go as they please then?
I don't know. Why did Jade get in there?
Well, that's the other match. Who cares?
There you go.
They could have unicorns. They could fight with guns. I don't give a fuck. Little Liv Morgan with a gun bigger than her.
I would settle for bra and panties, but
that'd be good for different reasons. So after the Elimination Chamber match, Cody comes out. He congratulates Cena. They're hugging. He's like, yeah, it's me and you at WrestleMania. And they look at the sign, they hug, they shake hands, and it's all happy. Then Shoehorn Dwayne comes out because he needs the attention now. And Travis Scott came out to walk with Dwayne like a purse puppy. Probably not a good idea since Scott is about the same size as Cody. You got these two giants, and then you have Cody and Travis Scott, who look like high school kids. Dwayne tells Cody the moment has arrived, and he will open his arms, and Cody will come to him and be accepted as a brother. And in turn, Dwayne will accept Cody as his champion. And Dwayne reiterates that he needs Cody's soul, so if the answer is yes, the American Nightmare lives forever. But if the answer is no, the dream dies tonight. Cody tells Dwayne that he gave his soul to the ring and these people a long time ago. Then literally tells Dwayne Johnson to go fuck himself. Dwayne gives Cena the fruitiest throat slash I've ever seen. It's like this motherfucker never worked with Undertaker. And Cena kicks Cody in the balls like a woman, starts pummeling him with Cody's Rolex being used as brass knucks. Cena stabs Cody in the head with a microphone, then clocks him with the title belt twice, busting Cody open. Then Cena rips Cody's shirt off, strangles him with his own tie. Travis Scott fucking got involved. I guess he slapped, I didn't see it, but he slapped the shit out of Cody and allegedly injured him. And he allegedly has a whole lot of backstage heat now.
Yeah.
I know Bully Ray wants his jaw wired shut.
Yeah. Travis Scott having backstage heat. Like, what are we even talking about?
Right? Why was he even out there?
I don't know.
So Rock whipped Cody with the weightlifting belt. Everyone left Cody laying and bleeding. Cody walked out, so I guess it wasn't that bad of an ass beating. I don't know. Everybody sure got their dicks hard for this one.
Well, the joke I made is, oh my God, I can't believe they turned Travis Scott. Because, the last time we saw him, he was eating or whatever with Jey Uso.
Dwayne saw how much of a pop Jay got with Travis Scott, so he needed that for no reason.
Yeah. He was there to add star power.
Okay. He didn't add anything. In fact, he turned a spot where he's supposed to stand and do nothing into a negative story. So whoever made that call was an idiot.
Yeah, I can't believe they actually went through with it. Remember when I laid it out, I said, that's probably the least likely. But then when Cena won the chamber, I was like, well.
Yeah. That's what, I mean, as soon as he won the Elimination Chamber, you knew. Or at least I did. Like, okay, well, that's The Rock's new guy. I would have picked Punk myself. I don't see how Dwayne is going to elevate Cena. They're pretty much at the same level now.
He's not going to elevate him.
So then what does Cena have to gain by flipping heel?
17. That's what he has to gain. What is the story for Cena then? He lost at the Royal Rumble. He lost to Solo Sikoa. He lost to Austin Theory. He hasn't won in however many days. And he came out there. He told us, hey guys, I don't know if I can win 17. I just don't know. So that's his motivation. And then, he goes to that post conference at the Royal Rumble and he says, we'll win 17 because it's best for business. And so I can shake the hand of whoever wins 18. So the chase has gotten to him so much so that he has to sell out to The Rock.
Yeah.
And now there's already people talking about, well, he's probably going to go to WrestleMania and lose. And then he's going to realize that The Rock
That's another
is
thing. Yeah.
manipulating him, and he's gonna turn back face for the rest of. Like, no.
I don't think he's staying heel.
You think he's gonna quickly turn back?
Absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised if they hug and shake hands after WrestleMania. That's
Well, I
what they did
think
with Dwayne. Dwayne beat the shit out of him, insulted Cody's mom, talked shit about Dusty, his dead dad. Next time you see Dwayne and Cody, they're hugging and drinking tequila together.
Well, that's because Cody's a nice guy.
No, that's because these motherfuckers don't know how to write shit and be consistent.
They made sense of all of it, except for the Cody part. He was buttering Cody up so that Cody could be his champion, and then he did it.
Their moms are friends.
Yeah.
So stupid. I would have picked Punk. I think Punk selling his soul would have made more sense than Cena selling his soul. I don't see what The Rock has to give Cena, because they're both the same. They're the same guy.
They are. That's
If
the only
anything,
thing
I would say Cena is a better movie star than Dwayne.
Whoa. I mean, okay, Cena, he's actually done some okay movies, but
He's done
come on
better
now, we
movies.
got
Yeah, and you haven't seen Cena as the fucking Tooth Fairy. And he's in the Fast X movies. So, again, where's The Rock after this? Cena doesn't.
Well, that's not what Cena needs. Cena needs the championship,
And he doesn't need The Rock for that.
but he thinks he does because the pressure's mounting up. I can't do this. I can't win. I need the insurance. Basically, that's it. Like, I told you guys I wasn't going to win. You put the pressure on me that I need to win this 17. You kept pushing and pushing. Hey, you got to get 17. We need Cena to get 17.
And not one person has
So this
said
is
we
your
need
fault.
Cena to get 17.
Everybody said it. Okay, you're the one person, but that's why everybody was crashing out that Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble. Oh, it should have been Cena. He needs 17.
No, they were crashing out that Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble because he fucking sucks. Jey Uso's been a loser all fucking year, and then all of a sudden he's just gonna get the spotlight shown on him.
Not all year.
But yeah, all year. He's been a joke.
He hasn't lost for a while. He hasn't really wrestled for a while, but
He lost to
He is
Gunther, he lost to Braun Breaker, he lost to Drew
he beat Braun
McIntyre,
Breaker too.
and it did nothing for either one of them.
Yeah. It made Braun Breaker, he got his title back and no bigger for it.
Nope.
If he would have kept it and not lost.
And we don't even remember Jay was an Intercontinental Champion.
Oh, you will when they put that little thing up.
And another thing about this is they have Cena advertised for 3 SmackDowns. Cody is going to be having a feud with the Titantron until WrestleMania. If they would have picked Punk, we would have had substance each and every week until WrestleMania.
I'm sure they'll figure something out. I think he's advertised for this coming SmackDown.
Okay, so that's one of the 3.
There's not that many SmackDowns until WrestleMania. We're only like, what,
It's a
40
month
something
away.
days? Yeah, 3 out of the 4.
There's still Raws. You know Cody's going to be all over
Yeah.
Raw.
Well, why would Cena has
It's
nothing to do
Netflix.
with
Why the
Raw.
fuck wouldn't he? Why would he be on SmackDown and not Raw?
Why would he go to Raw? I'm on Raw to talk about my feud that's on SmackDown.
Cody does it all the time.
He shouldn't be there either.
I agree, but that's what they do. I'm just saying, if you're going to have a
You
fucking
know-
feud with the main event guy, have somebody that's actually going to be there feud with him. Don't let the guy fucking feud with himself.
You know, I saw all the clickbait artists, that is the reaction streamers and everybody doing the live Raw watch-alongs. They all had the aftermath of Cena's heel turn or whatever clickable title that they had. It's like, you know damn well Cena's not going to be on Raw. What are you even putting that in? You clickbait bitches. And you see that shit and you call us clickbait.
So yeah, that's Elimination Chamber. Meh.
It was a big moment. Cena finally turned heel. Now you got to remember,
10 years too late.
younger-
And that's another thing. We're only going to get 3 episodes of SmackDown of Cena being a heel. And then after WrestleMania, he's going to be a face again. So he can ride off into the sunset, being the hustle, loyalty, and respect guy.
I think it's going to go well. I would hope it's going to go well. Now, I remember Cena did an interview, I think it was with Van Vliet, and he said, like, you know, Vince wanted to turn him back when he was feuding with The Rock on that once-in-a-lifetime feud when they went back-to-back at WrestleMania. And he said, you know, if we're going to do this, we got to do this. And he had new music. I guess he wrote his own music. You know, he had a new look and everything. So he was ready to do this heel run. And I would think it's kind of the same. Like, hey, okay, if we're going to do it, we got to do it. If I had a guess, I think he goes heel. He wins at WrestleMania. He goes through maybe the summer being heel. We'll start planting rifts between him and The Rock, or The Rock will have him doing stuff that he doesn't want to do, and then he'll see the light probably like end of summer, maybe like after SummerSlam, and then we got to get the title off him too. So I suspect Cody will win the title back by then, or maybe he gets all the way to December because he is scheduled through December. So maybe we get to December, Cody wins the title back, Cena does the right thing, which costs him the title, and then we have babyface Cena back for his last month or so. They didn't come out and say, I'm sorry I let you guys down, and the fans will be like, oh, that's okay. And then merchandise, everything's back on track. And then when he comes back for the Hall of Fame, he'll be loved again.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if it was immediately after WrestleMania. But I don't have Cena winning. So you're excited about this heel turn?
I am. You got to remember, there's a lot of younger people watching. To them, this is Hogan turning heel.
Yeah, I guess so.
And obviously,
sort
people
of,
have
but
already done
Cena
that
started off
conversion.
as a heel, though.
Yeah, but that was like so long ago.
But he still started off as a heel. Hogan started off as a heel.
Yeah, after so long, you don't remember it.
I guess so. I see the comparison,
Yeah.
and I guess I can't argue with it. I want to. I'm trying to find ways to do it, but I can't.
Well, you know who had to immediately jump on that comparison? That being Eric Bischoff.
I mean, was it
Well,
as big of a moment? Probably not. It's also for different reasons. Like, Cena is in the twilight of his career. Hogan was trying to revive his career.
well, yeah, there's people who say, Hogan had to turn heel because red and yellow was getting stale, which it was.
No,
Let's
it
be
wasn't
honest.
working at all.
Yeah, he was getting booed anyway, so he kind of had to turn heel. My biggest thing is, that kind of changed the industry as a whole. I don't know if you remember, like a long time ago, I said, if AEW really wanted to compete, they need to get Cena over there and turn him heel.
Yeah.
Like Hogan turning heel turned the industry on its head because then WCW start to kill WWE in the ratings and almost put them out of business pretty much. So, but yeah, different moment.
I mean, I see this is the younger generation's Hogan heel turn. I do see that comparison. I just think the ripple effect for Cena's heel turn isn't going to be as big.
Right.
It's just a cool moment now. They're not going to be doing like documentary after documentary about Cena's heel turn.
It would be funny if, this heel turn goes well and then Cena's like, actually about that retirement thing.
I would be excited for that. This motherfucker said he was going to do his farewell tour in July. We haven't seen him since fucking Royal Rumble. So his farewell tour has just been 2 spots.
Well, it started this year.
Okay. And
yeah.
we're now in April.
Well, we're gonna waste Cena on nothing.
If he was sticking around, I'd be more excited. But he's already not around as it is. He's Rock 2.0, which is really ironic because he was all over Dwayne's ass about going to Hollywood, and he did the same fucking shit. So he was a heel to me years ago.
Yep. He didn't understand. You get that Hollywood money. Not that I would know, but...
Although I will say, in Cena's defense, he at least did movies while he was still in WWE.
Yeah. At that point, he is up there in age, too, so...
Right. What else can he do?
Yeah.